So just in case you guys think that new things don't happen on the farm every day, I drove in the other morning and saw this. So our one shed just came down. We had a strong north wind, so it took it right down. See if I can get in a little closer. See, in the good old days, what they used to do is they used to use old hydro posts, and they just dig them down and put them in a hole, and they usually held pretty good. But this barn's 40 years old, so this is the one I was cleaning out prior in an earlier video. Yeah, she came down, so life moves on, I guess. But not something I'm super excited about because the tractor's in here and we got a couple things in here, but that's just the way it goes sometimes with the wind and these old buildings. It's not to say I didn't expect it, but you never really know when that day comes. Like when it's the same thing happened to, I guess it was before I started doing YouTube. Right here, if you picture where this kind of scrubbery is, this is where another barn used to be. Actually, where we used to park the 65 Massey prior. And one night it started leaning real bad, and the next morning it was down too. And there's just nothing you can do. Because they weren't concrete poured, or they weren't sonnet tube poured for concrete foundations, they don't have the stability. All it takes is the footing to rot out, or the post to rot out, and it takes it right out. So I guess we're down to 2. But this one's halfway down, but it's not fully down. I was planning on trying to clean it up slowly but surely. I just, on the list of things to do, take off all the good boards and the old good beams, and then eventually I'd like to put an equipment shed across there, so that whole shed area is equipment shed. And then where this is, I'd widen this out so that it would have been shop area, so you'd have enough for 2 bays, so you'd have enough to work on one thing while store one thing inside. So if you have in the winter and stuff, you can store the one tractor inside, so you don't have to warm up so bad when you start them up. But that's it for today, guys. Cattle are still pounding through hay. That's kind of inevitable, but you'd think with the warm weather, like, it wouldn't be so bad, but they still eat through the same amount of hay as if it was -20 out. So I put this bale in Saturday, and it's Monday morning, so they've pounded through it. And it's funny though, people, including myself, you always think because it's warm weather it'll change and that they'll go eat grass, because the grass is still green out. Like, you look at the grass, it's still green and looks nice out, and you'd never think that they'd eat through that much, but they do. Right now, the nutrition's not there in the grass, and they just plow through it. So I'm hoping that I'm going to call at least one in the bull, which will calm it down, and hopefully put some new heifers in the herd and take those bulls off out too, those steers or bulls that I never steered, and that should cut down on the hay usage. So that's the plan, guys. Thanks for watching, guys. Feel free to comment, rate, and subscribe. If you guys do like these videos, feel free to give it a thumbs up or subscribe. This way, every time I put up a new video, you guys can have updates on what's going on in the farm and what's really happening in new. So take care.